The more you know about housing and housing development and the affordability crisis, the more you realize how much money it takes to solve this systemic long-term problem.
We need to break it down into bite-sized pieces so that we can provide solutions. The Housing Assistance Corporation, HAC, does exactly that through a new program called Thrive. Through Thrive, HAC gives monthly subsidies to the daycare providers that take care of your kids while you're at work.
Any service industry job here on the Cape struggles with finding affordable housing.
We've been talking about a housing crisis for over 20 years. In fact, I can show you headlines that they're the same headlines that we could be printing today from 20 years ago. Because we're the front door of the region and see the need every day, we have people come in who are literally homeless, have their bags in their car or on them, their stuff on them, and needing a place to stay that night or for a short period of time. We think about what kind of solutions can we bring as an agency into the market. What we really didn't have was a product, if you will, that was for somebody working in the workforce.
This is a critical need in order for many employers across the Cape to be able to meet the demands of what is happening with their businesses. And childcare is one core base that has to be there in order to get people back into the workforce. We are at a point that if we lose one teacher, half of the families in that classroom, we may have to call them and say, we can't provide care anymore. And that would be unbelievably tragic.
The one thing we can do right now that will make a difference is helping our workforce be able to stay here. It's a modest stipend. It's $450 a month, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's enough to make a difference. It's not intended to be a long-term subsidy. It's intended to be a short-term, very focused rental subsidy and coaching that starts helping them set goals and get different outcomes.
We were fortunate enough to participate in the pilot and have one of our child care workers go through the entire program. And for her to be able to right herself on some things that she was upside down with in her own financial circumstances, but then to learn how to better manage that moving forward, it was hugely impactful for her.
How can we stabilize their situation and stabilize their finances so that they can afford to live here?